guest is Timo Higgs, DJ and producer, percussionist, music curator, lyricist, poet, and event organizer. Since he began DJing 20 years ago, Timo has played more than 3,500 parties across 16 different countries. He plays music across a wide spectrum of genres, though house music still holds a special place in his heart. Timo is from Poland, and in the early years of his career, he played hundreds of gigs each year, including DJing for fashion TV and for head candy parties in Poland. As well, he's twice been a jury member on the Polish Pioneer DJ Championships. He's played gigs alongside famous international DJs, such as Hardwell, Christian Marquis, Dyro, and Nari and Milani. In 2016, he was invited to perform at the Stars of House official event at Miami Music Week, and in 2019, he played the after-party of the Dua Lipa concert in Dubai for an audience of 50,000. Offstage, Timo's debut album, Uhański, was released in 2018 and distributed worldwide on the German label Pearls for Pigs. But he has more than 30 official song releases, and his music gets 10,000 plays each month on Spotify. He's been based in the UAE for the last decade, gigging and producing music. He's DJ'd at many of the five-star hotels here: Jumeirah Group, Shangri-La, Waldorf Astoria, Sofitel, Anantara, Palazzo Versace, Raffles, Hilton, IHG Group, the list goes on. In addition to his work as a DJ and producer, he also organizes events through his own company, Events UAE, and he's a dedicated father and friend. He's someone who I feel always has my back on and off stage, and we regularly leave each other voice notes commiserating on the juggling act that is parenting while also being a work-from-home entrepreneur. He's been so supportive of the start of my podcasting journey, and I'm so, so grateful to have him here talking to me today. Welcome to the Lady J podcast, everybody. I am excited to have my dear friend Timo Higgs joining me today. He is a DJ, and we used to work together at one of the venues here in Dubai. So welcome, Timo.
Yeah, very happy to be here.
Thank you for driving all the way from Ras Al Khaimah to come to be with us.
I'm driving from Ras Al Khaimah all the time, everywhere. So it's really a big pleasure to be here. And it's also, as I told you before, it's kind of challenging for me. I'm not used to this kind of situations. And I try my best to be the perfect guest for your podcast.
So Timo's recovering from knee surgery that he had 3 days ago. So he drove all the way here to do this with a hole in his knee. Timo's from Poland, so he's our first non-native English speaker that he has the distinction of being that. And he's just given us his Polish name, which I didn't even know, and I definitely don't know how to pronounce.
Yeah, I go all the time with my stage name, which is Timo Higgs, but my real name is Przemysław Uhański, which is not the best to use in the music industry, maybe to advertise your work or anything else.
So do you use it in Poland?
Yeah, of course, but honestly, after all these years, I think my parents, my family, they still call me my real name.
Okay.
But most of my friends also, after all these years, they call me Timo. That's all. I think it's just easier for everyone. And because it's been like maybe 20 years since I'm using the Timo Higgs name for my work.
So you are Timo now.
Yeah.
Become Timo. So how did you get from Poland to Dubai? When did you come?
Well, I came first time in, I think, 2013 to play single gig New Year's Eve performance for the Anantara de Palm.
Oh,
I think
really?
I think that was the first time, after they opened, it was the first New Year's Eve in Anantara de Palm. This was a new experience for me because I used to play in the clubs, mostly in the clubs in Poland. So it was like a different experience to come and play in the hotel and, you play with the band, 20 minutes, 45 minutes, it's completely different. You have to match the vibe and, also to play more popular music and everything for different crowd as well. The crowd who's here for kind of vacation, including the New Year's Eve party.
Right.
So in this moment, you need to pick different music, different playlists, check what was popular in the last year or maybe 2 years and what is actually the evergreens that you can serve still and what is the crowd, because they are not the club people that came to see you. Yeah. They just came here and it just happened that you are serving the music now. So it was a new experience, of course, very challenging at the time. And it was my first time ever in UAE.
Okay.
So that was the time that still for the citizens of Poland, it was required to get visa before we travel. So that was the day they just they applied for the visa. I got the visa in the very last moment as well. I was traveling to come here. So it was a completely different experience for me. And I spent only like 4 days here. So I didn't see much because when I came the first day, of course, there was like some kind of preparation, for the event and everything. Then there was the event itself. And then the 1st of January, not much is happening in the city, so I spent this time in hotel. So I saw everything only from the cab, right? So I was just thinking it would be great to come again, to come again, to stay maybe a few more days and see more. So let's see, maybe it will happen next time. And then like 3 months later, I came again for the trying to get the long-term contract. It was offered by the agency who brought me for the New Year's Eve. So yes, I came and I joined Jumeirah Beach Hotel. At the time, I remember I was DJing in the beach
classic
club
hotel
in Jumeirah Beach Hotel. So it was like, okay, I will come for 3 months, 6 months, maybe like the full time for one season. To learn what is happening here. Of course, it was completely different country comparing to what we have now. Yeah, it was completely different culture. Friday was day off, right?
That's true. Friday, Saturday was the weekend.
Yeah, there was some more limitations during Ramadan and everything. So I was learning all of that. Music I had to play. I had to switch from this bouncy, clubby vibes to more chill out, loungy, because that was the places I was playing in the beginning. So. And again, many people, I think there's a very similar story. We came for one season, tops maybe 2 seasons, but then 12 years later we are here.
We're still here.
Having this conversation in Dubai.
How long have you been in UAE full time?
Well, I think after 2 seasons, I decided to move. So it's been like 10 years now that I'm permanently here.
Yeah. And you're married and have a little girl?
Yes, I met my wife here in UAE, and now we are very, very, very blessed and happy with little girls. So we are like seriously, there's life before this baby and life when the baby is now here. Yeah. A lot of learning.
Oh my gosh!
And
so
life changing, of course, and trying to match what we do for living our work, because so. And to be good parents at the same time. And I think I will learn more about it because my baby is only 2 years old, so it's like it's been different. But I think with the time it's this challenges are changing, right? So somehow we have it already, under control what we are doing at work, the music and everything, because we've been doing it for many years. So. In this moment, it's easier, definitely, to control this part and give up a little, probably, our energy there. I believe that somehow this music work in this moment is maybe we are not that much dedicated. At least for the moment, I believe that you have to make this decision that, okay, I cannot spend all night working in the studio making new music, or I cannot spend all night just hanging out with the friends because it will bring me more gigs or maybe more contacts or maybe we can do some collab with some new projects. This one is not happening anymore, of course, because you will make these choices that I have to take the proper rest because I have to be there for the baby tomorrow morning and I have other responsibilities. So definitely is changing. For us also it happened, we are not that young. It didn't happen in the young age. So I think we had our time that we've been like really, rolling, partying and everything.
It's over.
Yes, all of this has happened before. So I think it's also a very positive thing that in this moment there's not so many things that we are missing, right? We tried it all. We've been everywhere. We used to travel a lot. We've been performing sometimes in 2-3 places per night and everything, traveling the other countries and everything. It happened. So I think it's good that in this moment we don't have this feeling that we are missing something.
Right.
So I think that we've been ready, I think, somehow.
Well, yeah, I mean, you make a good point. Both of us became parents pretty much in our 40s. So I was 39. I was just the cutoff. But that is a good point, that we kind of had a long life and like a long career performing and living that like nighttime life before we transitioned to parenthood. But you make a good point that there's still an element, I feel, of the work which is expected kind of to happen in that way. Like you said, going and spending hours overnight, like making music or going out because you feel that you need to be like networking and making contacts. I definitely know that that's something that I can't do anymore. Like and it's a little bit different because our kids are a little bit older than Timo's little ones. So ours are in school. So we have like the have to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning, out the door at 7 structure. But even before that, like I found it hard to feel that I was supposed to be out networking and making those contacts. I felt like I was losing out by not doing it. Like, do you feel that? Do you feel that there are opportunities that are passing you by because you're not out there?
Well, with all the power of social media right now, I understand that a lot of marketing work and the sales work, I would say, is now happening online, of course, and we are the WhatsApp thing, that we can contact with everyone anytime, day and night and everything. Especially in UAE, people are coming and going. Some of them, they stay for 1 year, some of them maybe for 2 years. To be like active artists here, you need to let all the other artists, agents and all the companies you want to work with, you have to let them know I'm still here.
Right.
So going places, seeing these people in person, is giving them this, that they can confirm that this person is still here, they're still willing to work, is still here and
available.
active.
Yeah.
This is that's my opinion. So being present, like the physically present, is important here because there's like you never know. Is having this coffee or lunch or going to see other people performing. Somehow it's giving this. This human factor is also very important, I believe. Still, as much as we are living in this digital era and everything is so online and digital, you can do everything. You can, somehow you don't have to go really and see a doctor because they can do remotely everything almost, right?
Telehealth, yeah.
It is. But still, I think human factor is important. They're building some kind of trust. They're building some kind of. Also, we are making many deals and many performances are happening because we like someone, because we are sharing similar vibe, that we could discuss which direction we take this performance to, what we are bringing to the table, like as a person, the vibe, the character, the personality you can bring to the stage. And this person can in this moment say actually what is your real reaction, not on the video, on the content online, because everything is like the movies. That was like, also because there's very fake performances online. So sometimes it's all about let's see if this person actually can do that. Maybe all these things like rehearsals, like this is also still very important. So I believe this is part. The human factor is very important here, and I believe we have to do that. As much as it's very hard, and of course after a gig, which is like I finish 1 or 2 a.m. I'm not looking now to go many places, of course. Maybe before I would go to see other people and stay until 4 or 5. Well, this is not happening anymore, of course. But still, it's important to find this time to see people, to meet people, to keep this like real human relations. That's what I believe.
So speaking of the in-person thing, how do you feel? I don't know if you get asked to do this on more the DJ side. We still get asked to do auditions. Like, how do you feel? Do you do auditions?
I do auditions, yes.
Okay. And how do you feel about it? I used to be really insulted.
Well, see, again, I think what changed recently, and sorry to say, there's many artists that are actually faking their skills.
Right.
You see, especially I would say, especially as a DJ. This is it became very common. There's many DJs with the videos and they're just dancing there, clapping, presenting themselves. They're looking good.
Right.
I understand this is the marketing and everything, and then you just discover that this person can't DJ, can't play music. Maybe they can play only the pre-recorded mixes.
Or even worse, like we've seen people doing basically like an iTunes playlist, and then just standing there, giving it that.
Like, it is. Right? I mean, so that's why I believe the audition is important. Again, I felt insulted before after 20 years DJing. Someone asking me to prove that I can mix 2 tracks together. Well, then I understand it's not only about that. It's about that actually that I can do that. They can actually compare live. Also, how I perform, how I look when I perform, how I will put these tracks together, what is my choice of tracks, not only about the technical skills, but maybe about what I will bring in this moment. Okay, maybe you can play something lungy now, maybe you can play something more upbeat. if I'm flexible with that, right? What is my range? I would say with the music, how I know the music in general, that maybe I can play only 6 hours Afro house, which is popular now, and everyone can play this kind of music, and everyone has a huge collection. But there is a request to play different music. Are you ready for that? So it's okay. I'm okay with auditions, and I think it's for now it's probably doing like really good for the industry that we can do these auditions.
Well, and I feel it's almost like part of this general trend of now that so much is AI and so much can be faked like to a high standard, that it's almost like people are feeling, well, I can't trust anything that I see online anymore. So now I need to see it in person. You know what I mean? Like to see and touch with my own hands.
See, the tools of AI, like most of them, they are just for the popular users that are taking it because they're making everything better, right?
Right.
You can improve your video to make better. You can improve your photo because it will look better, not worse. Huh? So of course, all of us, we want to look better and be, just. So I totally understand, but these tools now are everywhere and everyone is using. So this battle is finished already because we have access, all of us. It's not like only part of us have access to Gemini now or something. All of us. So we can all make better pictures, better videos.
Right.
So again, where is this battlefield right now?
Right.
In the live performance only. So that's why I understand. I would like now the more venues, more restaurants, hotels, call for auditions.
Let's meet there, you heard it here. Timo's dying to do auditions.
This is true. When I came here, 12 years ago, I went to Jumeirah, which I went for audition.
Yeah, there was like
20 DJs.
Yeah.
Even that time when I was performing 110 times per year in Poland, I also felt like, why I'm going there? With my portfolio I'm presenting here.
Right.
Now, 10 years later, I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah.
Because we need to really do this, second check.
Right.
The person can do it or not, right?
Yeah, it's a verification test kind of.
Not only about DJs, because I also perform with many, we work the live performances, are joining DJ sets and everything, and you can easily see the difference, that someone can play only 20 songs. Right. And for the whole season, this person will play only these 20 songs using the instrument.
Yeah.
Bringing. I don't want to mention any, so I'm not insulting anyone. I'm insulting everyone.
Evenly.
Yeah, evenly. No, but the truth is, there are some artists that can come and can play with you. Whatever you play, they will join you. They can improvise. They're very flexible and they're enjoying the music. And there's some people, they will bring the USB. They can play only the songs on USB.
Right.
And of course, the market should verify it. Right? Yeah. That who's. But this is life, and I understand that some of the deals, again, maybe they are going because of this personal touch, and I understand. Right. But again, the human factor matters, not only about verifying the skills, but I'm okay that someone prefer to hire you, not because of your skills, maybe better vibe, maybe you much better as a person to the venue and everything.
Sure.
Still, it's not about this. I'm not trying to criticize here because that's about how the market works.
Right.
We have this freedom of choice, and the client has freedom of choice.
Right.
You can choose because of the skills, because of the look, because of the personality, and because of your price, probably. Right. So
sure.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm open to that.
Yeah.
But I think the more we are challenging these people, all of us, we are challenging and say we are getting better and better.
Right.
Or if you go for the audition, or anything like this, you will be better because you also have to, this is challenging for you somehow.
Right.
Maybe someone is taking you out of your comfort zone, asking you to play music you not play every day.
Yeah.
It will make you only better entertainer.
Yeah.
Right? I believe this because you have to focus for one day preparing the playlist for this particular event. Right? So I think it's worth it anyway.
I think also too that this is the work that I would give to any venue managers or like buyers is, kind of like put the artist through their paces a little bit at an audition. A lot of times we just walk in and they go, okay, we'll just play whatever. And I'm like, but after 20 years, you're thinking, okay, but my whatever is like this, help me focus. And I think, yes, that if I've been to some auditions where they said, oh, well, what if somebody had a request for this song? And just seeing how you respond to it, we didn't play that song, but I would say exactly what I would say on a gig. I don't know that one, but I know the artist. Let me give you something else, or let me give you something similar vibe. And you should definitely ask musicians just to play you Happy Birthday. It's a good litmus test. If they're not ready for Happy Birthday, it's about also like being able to adjust on the spot, as you said. And here in UAE, it's very request heavy, in general. I think a lot of venues, like the audience, like requesting songs, and they.
Sometimes with the band or the singer, maybe you're playing song after song, and maybe sometimes it's easier for you to change this playlist. But with the DJ playing, then mixing these tracks together,
Sure.
the one long mix and everything, these requests are coming sometimes like very, very odd,
Right.
Because they want you to
Fit it
with
in,
some track which is not matching to the tempo, the genre or something.
Sure.
What you're saying now, that's just exactly how we've met, working in one venue.
Right.
And it was the venue that it was challenging because somehow every day there was a different night, different style.
Different band,
and different bands playing there, presenting different kind of music from Latin, jazz,
Right.
there's like, and this again, when we're calling jazz, this is like the definition is very open, right? So it's like so that you can just, different way to more pop versions or like very heavy versions, standard, whatever. From the bands, the duos to the 5-6 piece bands. So it's completely different every night. But you can expect that the guest can ask for that or that or that or that.
Yeah.
And this is exactly the moment when there is your decision. You're going with your style, or maybe you want to actually please this one customer. What about it's about the reading.
What about the rest of the room?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Reading the room and the situation in this moment and the place itself. I understand that during the audition, someone is okay, play what you feel like, because this is also testing you. Okay, look around, see the venue.
Right.
What you will serve us in this
That's
venue?
a good point.
It's actually showing that maybe you already read the place and you say,
Right.
okay, in this place I cannot play this song. So this is also
That's true.
testing. How you if you actually sing anything else than the microphone only,
Right.
maybe you can look around. And all of us actually, we have this events that we're playing the music, but suddenly there's going back to the kids. Then suddenly you have many kids, and there's like the people are coming, or maybe you can play something that actually the kids they recognize. So. And in this moment, you already have to change something,
So do you play Baby Shark?
I don't play Baby Shark because they don't have good remix. And I don't have time to make a good remix.
No. Don't spend your time remixing Baby Shark.
But of course, it's really hard to take that they're playing like, deep house, Afro house, or I don't know, some funky stuff. And then suddenly you put even the best remix of Baby Shark, right? So there is of course, there's some limits, but there must be flexibility, of course.
Right. Yeah. Timo has mentioned a couple of times that we worked together at Sola, which was it's now closed, but it was a jazz lounge at Raffles, the Palm. And we worked there for about a year and a half as a trio, Felix and I and our friend Jose. And Timo was the house DJ for the venue. So he was there 5-6 nights a week, but also kind of managing all of the music needs of the hotel.
I was kind of music curator for the property. So
there we
I
go.
was
Curator.
taking
That's
care
what
of
I
the
want.
music of the VIP lounge, of the Matagi restaurant, the background music in the common spaces.
Yeah.
And of course, taking space of Sola, which was our most famous place, and we've been putting a lot of effort to run it, bringing probably that time. Well, the best artists we have in the city, right? To give the quality music to the people that are looking for not only jazz, but also interesting version of pop music, funk music, we'll name it, because we've been trying to bring different bands, Latin music. It was very popular, right? The Latin band. Challenging guests and the musicians the same level, right?
And the equipment. the equipment in the sense that the room was originally designed as a nightclub, I think, and it had very expensive guest rooms immediately above. Was like a huge expensive guest suite. So there were real limits on like how loud it could be, how much bass you could have, how it was, and that was kind of all your problem.
I think it was amazing place to perform, and the club was there before, so we just adapted this place to change it from the nightclub to the live music club.
Right.
We didn't know exactly that the ceiling is not the sun
insulated,
insulated very well. So, but apart of that, it was an amazing time. Right?
Yeah.
Me personally, I met many musicians just because of that. I was more connected before that, only with the DJs, and this job gave me this opportunity to meet musicians in the city.
Yeah.
And make new connection, new friendships, learn a lot about everything. Sound engineering, the mixing, and, everything, equipment, everything which is needed to run a place like that. So for me, it was like really amazing. And also to learn about the music. Listening different versions of the same songs by the different bands with the different versions, and it was, for me, it was amazing 2 years learning about music. I'm not a musician. Everything I know about the music and the music production, everything, I only know learning from other people, So that was also like 2 years, the music academy for me.
Right.
Watching them performing, the energy they bring, how they go through the performance, the working with the crowd. Well, for the DJ, it should be something that everyone should try because it's completely different thing. We have completely different relation with the crowd by DJing than the live musicians do. So if you can watch it from this side, when I was always next to the stage and taking care of your sound and everything, and you're watching how the live band, the band leader, singer is interacting, but also musicians, how is the interaction there? What is the feedback for the live music, for the good solo? Or maybe for the track which is extended, the double time because it's taking that much time for everyone to
do their solo,
to show their skills and everything. Well, this is completely different.
Yeah.
This is completely different, and from my perspective, I learn a lot. So I don't know how it really affects my work as a DJ. I added to my performances some time ago the percussion. So I think somehow, it also helped me that I crossed this wall, and I was like, okay, I can add something live also, because it's not only adding to the performance and to this mechanical music we are serving, but also it helps me somehow to get better connection with the crowd when I'm playing live, and I can do something that maybe they will see me more as a creative show here. There's something creative is happening here, not only this like playing someone else's music one by one. Yeah. But definitely there was this 2 years that I was watching like you guys working from this different thing, preparing for the show, and this energy you are bringing to those, like very, very great. So.
And we always I always appreciate you were always so helpful to us whenever we had sound issues, and you were there on a nightly basis. And I think you were always really honest about your limitations of doing sound, so when there were times where Felix would be like, well, can I show you what I need? And you, just come on this side and come help. So that was always really nice. And also too, I feel that we did change your mind when we were there, because we played at Sola over the Christmas season.
Yes.
I love Christmas music. I will play Christmas music in the middle of July. It doesn't matter. And Felix has a rule that he doesn't start until December 1st. He has limits to how much Christmas music he'll play. And that we would have conversations that just culturally it's really different, because you said that in Poland, Christmas season doesn't start till the 24th.
Well, I think it was before. I think that was like when I was still the kid, teenager and everything. We had this tradition like that. It was like really separated from this December 6th, where is the Santa coming with the gifts and everything. There was a long period of waiting for the Christmas and the Christmas tree and everything. But now I think everywhere is exactly the same.
Okay.
1st of December, every mall, every shop has already Christmas decoration, and then they start playing the Christmas carols. Well, we have to accept it. We cannot change it.
I don't want to change it. Timo wants to change it.
Because I think, there's like that we can, it was better experience. There was a short time. There's 2 weeks of this Christmas vibe, not 1 month, because it's kind of diluted in this moment.
Okay.
Because you don't have this excitement anymore on the Christmas Eve, because already 3 weeks you've been listening to the Christmas music. So this is only the thing. Okay.
See, but I disagree. I could start playing it now. It's September. Like, I'll play it now and I'll still be excited 3 months. But we did. So whenever I was playing Christmas music, I would see Timo kind of like cringing over on the side, except our version of Last Christmas.
Yeah, this
you
one,
like had to concede. You were like,
you should actually try this one. It should be actually recorded. You should make the video for that. You should put it on YouTube that everyone can listen to this one. It's amazing. It is like really lots of fun. You should do that. It should be something that everyone can maybe even download and play it. Because this is really
Felix,
great.
It's time to get recording.
Lots of fun. This is a lot of fun. I can agree. This one you can play it anytime.
I can play it now. Okay.
You can play it now. This is one song. Yes.
And I don't know if you remember our last night that we played at Sola. There were some like rowdy young ladies there. I don't know, they were having a bachelorette party or something. And because it was the last time we were going to play together, I said, it's very out of season. It was April or something that I said, but we're going to do this song just for Timo because we know he loves it. And the girls all jumped on stage and were like dancing all over the place. And we were playing Last Christmas. It was.
I'm saying it's a very universal song, but this version is bringing something different. It's not only Christmas vibe. Okay. Let's be honest, it's like different
party vibes. So your next bachelorette party.
I mean, when I saw you guys coming and you brought the tambourine, I already did a little bit different. Yes, exactly. The vibe will change. So yes, the sound check for this props.
Yes,
so,
all the time. Love it. I love my percussion. So you're also a percussionist, though. So when did you start? You say you started drumming from watching Sola, but you're not.
No,
that was
the thing
when
is
you
different.
started.
This is like I don't consider myself as a musician, but I'm really fascinated with music and made my life of music for the last 20 years, being DJ, working with the music. So I don't call myself a musician, but I was playing drums when I was like teenager. I was playing for the death metal bands. So that was like very, very heavy beginning like this. So that actually this year is like 30 years ago. I recorded with my band our first like the demo tape. I just was in Poland recently. I made my friend from the band and we were just discussing. It was already like 30 years ago, and we have still these recordings. It was like the
you have to send them to me. We should play them at the end of this episode.
We have it. And the quality is terrible, of course, but we have fun that we did it. And at the time I was like 16 years old and everything. The bunch of guys having fun with the metal music. And for many years I wasn't able to play any drums or anything like that. So when I was starting DJing and everything, I was trying, to bring something like live with that. So I bought some drum pads for the Korg wave drum and everything. But I was doing well as a DJ, so it was never like, there's necessary to bring it.
Yeah.
I was not really working on it. I was not practicing or anything like that. It changed recently. Like when I started using it here, it was it gave me this different energy from the people. I say, okay, so I bought another one. I expanded my setup with the percussion and everything.
Yeah.
And now I spend more time working with that, learning how to do it, watching drummers, percussionists working with these instruments like conga, bongo, I have all these people working, and I see in the clubs I can, again, go and see how they work with this instrument, how they use it. Is it different for the djembe, different for the conga, different. So at least, I have this opportunity so I can go home and I can try if it works for me before I bring it to the stage.
Sure.
I hope I'm getting better. Still, I feel
we all hope that.
Yeah,
we're all good. I mean, not that you're getting better.
That's what I'm saying, guys. The audition very important. There must be audition because we don't know I can bring to the table. I feel the most confident, of course, with this electronic drum pad with the drumsticks. This is something I spend a lot of time and I feel confident with it, so I use it all the time. But now I have more items there, so I'm bringing more djembe, of course. Yeah. I can't compare with the guys that are doing it for 20 years. They are amazing. They can bring one instrument and make an amazing show.
Sure.
Well, for me, it's like additional thing for the DJ set. I still believe it's pretty okay right now. I have some recordings on YouTube and my Instagram. You can always check it, test it, and tell me. Send me your feedback.
Right.
But yes, somehow I'm trying to connect this towards the electronic music, the DJing, and some live show with the percussion because I cannot play any other instrument.
Yet.
Well, this is too much, I believe, especially now, there's trying to learn something new. Again, we're coming back to the kids.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to do anything at home and practice drums or something, I already have, my best friend coming, assistant, everything, coming and helping me a lot and learning also and supporting me. So it's getting harder. So I don't know if I can learn anything else.
Probably not until she goes to school. That's kind of the season we're in. We just started school for the baby.
So for now, percussion, it is only.
Exactly. Percussion for the next few years. This year, we had a lot of conversations this year about working on work and being an entrepreneur, because we're both parents of like young children. And also for both of us, we're the boss in our business. So you not only are DJing and doing percussion with that as well, but you also have an events company and do AV rentals. And so we've worked together. You've hired us as a band to do events for you sometimes, which is always fun and always just like a load off my mind when we can work with Timo. I'm like, Timo's going to be there. The gear's going to be all set up. It's going to be so great. He knows what we want. And, we're going to be well taken care of. But for both of us being in this transition of trying to figure out kind of the way that we used to work doesn't totally work anymore now that we're trying to also be like very present full-time parents. We found that we need to kind of change our business model a little bit. And so neither of us have had the super like productive year that we have hoped for, and we're honest about that. And so one of the things too that I think is important to talk about is when business has like taken a dip. Because it does. It's not always just a steady upward climb. There's highs and there's lows. And when you're an entrepreneur and a performer and trying to be a present parent, sometimes it's a lot. It's a lot. So I want to hear from you. How do you keep going when it's hard?
I think we are in the very similar situation here, that we have everything in the house. I mean, you're as a musician or music producer, or you have your recording studio in your house. Right. You have your office in your house. Everything is happening in the same space.
And your child.
And exactly the same space. This is your family space. It's everything in the same house. There is like 24/7 working hours. This is the first thing. Because of the responsibilities you have, because you have family. Yeah. You have to work even harder. And because your office is at home, you work 24/7 because you can get any moment is good to make another call, maybe one more email, maybe I can edit my profile, my bio, maybe I can send message to this agent, or maybe I can ask this client follow up on the proposal I sent yesterday. And
or more content for social media.
Yes, exactly. If I have nothing else to do, maybe I will take another, maybe at least a selfie, maybe at least something that I'm actually working and I'm still alive and I'm open for the bookings, right?
I'm still here.
So this is how it works. So it's 24/7. It's a real trouble, actually, I can say, because this is like you can't really rest. You can't really just give yourself first this moment to recover, to power up, and this is finding this balance is very, very hard, because in the end you have to remember that you need to recover, not to work better tomorrow, but you have to recover and power up, because you have to have this energy, to keep this energy for your kid.
Right.
And this is something that I'm still looking how to work on it, because I see myself with the phone in my hand all the time, because someone is calling, someone is asking something. Yeah. And we have this. We believe that if we answer faster, the answer will be better.
Right.
That will be more successful. That maybe it will be more. It doesn't work this way. Yeah. I'm slowly learning the fact that if I answer after 30 minutes, still it's okay. And most of the people actually are not expecting you to answer immediately. But we are putting in our mind that this is better because this is somehow in our mind only, right? Yeah. I'm trying, but still probably I will go home today and I will be still sending emails or something around midnight, which is just ridiculous, because nobody will read them until next day, 9 or 10. Yeah. So why I cannot just send them in the morning after my coffee? No, because I think my email will be the first one in the mailbox. Right.
But there's the reality of it, because I think to myself, but what am I doing at 8 o'clock in the morning? And when I had a 2-year-old at home, like what I'm doing is attending to whatever crisis thing he needs, So how do we like switch from open to closed, on the business sign just on a regular day? In that sense, I'm envious of people who finish work at, 5 o'clock quitting time and just go home and then they're done. Like, I think that must be nice, and there's certainly this pressure, as you say, when you feel like not only am I trying to provide work for myself, but, in my situation is provide work for myself, my husband, and then the other people who work for me, not that we necessarily have like employees, but we do have musicians who we will work with from time to time. And I would love to be able to provide them, you know, with more work and know that, oh, I have these 100 gigs for you this year. And so there's that feeling that I have to do this and attend to this now. I'm not good at not doing things that are kids or work. Like that's kind of my box. Is that it? And I'm trying now in this season, again, too, now that we have kind of these hours in the day, which have come back to us because both kids are in school in the morning. So we can do this, like record in a quiet apartment, you know, but also too sometimes saying, okay, well, maybe I'll just meet somebody and just have coffee, you know, and not feel guilty about it. That's the other thing.
It's somehow like this thing in the plane when the information is there.
Put your
just
own
in case you put
on.
your mask first on, because you have to be sure that you can help someone else. In this case, your kid, maybe, right? This is something it's not natural for mother, for father, for anyone actually that I can take. I should take care of myself first. It's not natural because you will jump to help your kid.
Yeah.
And in this case, with the work and creativity, this industry and everything, actually the same rule applies. You have to find time for yourself first. You have to reorganize your work.
Right.
Do this some kind of hygiene. Bring to your work. This is the work hygiene that you are not working 24/7 because it will give you this energy and time to take care of your kid.
Right.
Sometimes you need to do the things which is not really related to your work. You know, this is like we had no occasion to meet like last year. Or
right. Yeah.
More,
we used to know we would
gig.
see each other at Sola every
even
Saturday.
For the gig, you've been going to Oman to play the gig. I wasn't there because I have another gig that time. So you've been working with only my team there. I was actually happy driving today because I was thinking that it's good to push myself to do something which is not work related. So the small steps, like I can feel, I can say that slowly that just, you know, just taking me out from this crazy zone of 24/7 work. And if you let these kids of yours take you from this zone, you let it only, they will help you. Most probably your friends, most probably your people that you're surrounded with, also they will help you to take that. Just, I think we need to let these people do that. Because you will, when you open your eyes, you will see that people actually, they're calling you, but we are not seeing it because we are busy with work and everything. The kids, your friends, your family, everyone is trying somehow to take you from this zone.
Right. Oh, kids definitely. Like as the kids get older, I mean, they're very clear. Like they will just say, "Mommy, put down your phone. Mommy, stop," you know, and I'm like, okay, you need me to. It's
happening to me, and you know, there's a difference because my baby is only 2 years old, and she already knows how to say to put the phone because she knows exactly it's disturbing the way we are playing, and you know, it comes very strong when it comes from her.
Right.
And if I will not react now when this coming from her, so who else and what else can actually change my mind?
Exactly. Like if not her, then who, right?
She's being there and then trying to play more, to call me, to spend time with me. This is something which is helping me not only to be better for her, but be better also with work and everything else.
Right. So. I find one of the things with the kids is trying to carve out these spaces where like now I'm with them, I'm really with them, and all these notifications that are coming in that need my attention, I'll put everything on a to-do list for later. I think I used to work in a way which was very like drawn out over a long period. And now I'll sit down and I'll be like, I have 40 minutes and 17 things to do. Like it's now. It all needs to happen now, and trying to crank through it in a more focused way. So thanks, kids. For that, I guess.
No, it's actually we have to be very thankful for that because it is a refocus, of course.
Yeah.
Where we put this like boundary here,
right?
It's
and
very
it moves,
important,
you know?
And it's every day, every day. It's not even that over the time; it's every day. Yeah. In the morning, you have to move it somewhere and make decisions. So this is like being flexible on the stage.
Right.
Yes, with the crowd, you have to be with every day. You have to be flexible also here. Where you have to move, what you can change, how far I can go here or there. I think this is very, very similar here.
Yeah, Timo and I can talk at length about all these things, and we do. So, where can people find you in person and online? What's happening?
Well, as we say before, Instagram is everything. I think WhatsApp and Instagram. So Instagram is to promote any of our businesses and activities. So you can find me on Instagram. The handle is at Timo Higgs, TimoHiggs. So this is my main account. And there you can also find the links to my other accounts, which is related to my event company, eventsuae.ae. So everything is in this Instagram account, very easy.
And in terms of gigs?
In terms of gigs, it depends. Because for now I have some gigs which I'm doing in Ras Al Khaimah, because I live in Ras Al Khaimah. So I play, let's say, like pool branch in Sofitel Al Hamra. And I play in Hilton Garden Inn. That is like the new place that I'm playing Friday and Saturday.
Nice.
So this is my regular gigs. Again, if you want to find me, Instagram is the place to go, and you will see what I'm doing right now.
And we are here. It's funny, when you were talking about having to tell people that you're still here, but like parents with small children, we're traveling the least. We're not going anywhere. It is too complicated to leave the house with kids. We are here. We are open for business.
Well, I still believe there are some people, they don't need to travel, but maybe they decided to change their career, and maybe they will stop gigging, or maybe they are not interested in gigging. Actually, I'm also the example of this. I'm not looking for 6 times a week performance like
before
in the night. I'm trying to focus more on the event company and get more gigs there, so I can make money there, and maybe to perform 3 times a week instead, right? So it's kind of this is the changes is happening. Yeah. But before 6 times a week, it was okay, right?
It's normal.
It's okay.
Yeah.
6, 7 times, there's no problem. We're just going. But yes, it's always good to change this Instagram, and you can see what are we doing. Yeah. If there is no post for more than 2 weeks, well, it's good to drop the message. Are you okay?
Are you still alive?
Are you still alive? But in general, I think this is how it works, that we watch each other.
We do.
Social medias, that's how we know, and just liking it. So we just send the message, okay, I'm watching you.
Yeah.
I'm here if you
connected.
need me.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't have time to have the long conversation. If you want to have a longer conversation, invite me to your podcast.
There you go.
Yes. But for now, this it must be enough for you. This is how it works in the modern world. Right?
Timo, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It was lots of fun. And for me, I want to say that because I was standing. This is a very challenging thing for me. I don't feel very comfortable, having an interview and talking that much, especially to the cameras. So it's like the therapy that maybe, I will build some more confidence in front of the cameras and lights.
Well, next we're going to drive down to Ras Al Khaimah and be on your podcast. We'll do it in Polish so that, you'll be more comfortable.
You have to start with my name.
I have to start with okay.
When you're ready,
I have quite the task ahead of me. So we're going to have Timo do a little lightning round. Don't go away. We will be right back. Okay, so we're back for the lightning round with Timo. 5 questions. These are just little things where I wonder what my friends are thinking. So what's the first one?
I have to read this one, yes?
Yes.
Describe the Dubai music scene in one word.
One word.
One word.
One word.
Entertainment.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. I'll take that.
Entertainment. Yeah. This is the music scene. Yeah. What is the acceptable period in which to play Christmas songs? You see, this is different answer for you guys because you can play it all over the year. But I think Christmas Eve to New Year's Eve.
Christmas Eve to New Year's.
Yes.
Okay.
That's.
I love that you picked that question. Yes. It's meant to be.
Yes. Pink one. Let's see. Have you ever been mistaken for a celebrity in public? Oh no.
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 Oh, okay.
I wish maybe, but no. Yeah. But which celebrity? So I have to be the celebrity.
No. I just wondered if anybody saw you and went, "Oh, are you?" No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, you still have time.
The best compliment you ever received?
Like about your work?
About my work?
Yeah.
About my work. No, we are not getting this kind of compliment. It's just like you are really getting like good job, or like this is like people are not like very,
okay,
open to come and just discuss it. And if someone is coming to tell you something good, they will not use the one word for sure.
Oh, okay.
There's some kind of conversation starting. So
Okay.
I think it's like all this is closing with a good job, and you are happy with that.
Oh, okay. You did a good job. Well, you know. Okay,
Yeah.
and one last one.
Very long. Oh, very long. This is like, the question is longer than the answer.
Than their answer's gonna be.
One piece of advice you would give your younger self, had you know you would spend this many years as an expat. Don't go.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a story behind it. Yeah, because from this perspective right now, I was doing really great in Poland at the time, and I had to change many things to fit into Dubai scene, industry, and everything.
Okay.
So I had to change like entirely. So if it comes to the music and the career-wise, definitely I would say don't go. But if it comes to the life, I met my wife here, and we have amazing baby here. So this is different thing. But with career-wise, I would say don't go, because you are doing great what you're doing, and that's
okay. I love those answers. Thank you so much for coming, Timo. We're going to drive. It's our turn now. Drive up to Iraq and visit you and meet your wife and your baby. We've never met them.
It's about the time. Ras Al Khaimah is not that far, 1 hour and a half, and it's a beautiful place, so we can record something there.
Okay, amazing. Yes, we'll come. We'll do music too. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. We are going to leave you with some of Timo's music. So listen in, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
The Lady J podcast is hosted and produced by Janelle Thomas. It's filmed, recorded, and edited by Felix Frechette, who also wrote the theme song. Technical assistance provided by Theo Frechette. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave us a review on Spotify or drop a comment on YouTube. For inquiries, please reach out to me, Lady J, at ladyjmusic.com.